Good afternoon. I've just got home from work and this was waiting for me, so I thought I'd do a quick unboxing video. I've not had a great deal of time recently. I mentioned previously that I do sports photography, and this is currently the middle of the cyclocross season, so most weekends I'm out all day, either on Saturday or Sunday, photographing, and then much of my free time in the week is spent processing the photographs. So not a great deal of time for modelling and wargaming stuff. But I have had a couple of little projects on the go, but they take much longer than usually. So I saw a link on one of the Facebook groups. It was either Black Powder or Bolt Action, to a company called, or a website called Timeline Miniatures, and they do a range of MDF buildings in 28 and 15mm. And I think they also do some figures, 28mm figures, Elizabethan Border Reivers and English Civil War. I've got no interest in the figures, but I thought I'd take a look at their buildings. And I ordered something last week. It's now, what's it today? Tuesday. So it probably took about four or 5 days, perhaps. And this arrived today. So it's they call themselves Hoka-Hey Wargaming. I'm not sure what the name means, in conjunction with Timeline Miniatures. So I think Hoka-Hey do the scenery and Timeline do the other stuff. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's have a look and see what we've got. So, we have Hoka-Hey Wargaming. So this is them, for all your wargaming terrain. With some examples. And we've got an advert for Hammerhead next year. Up in Newark. I've got the invoice, some random bits of packing, and some MDF bases. So I thought I'd try these out. Got some 20mm bases. Now I can't remember how many were in a pack, but they were significantly cheaper than my normal source. I've just got the website up in front of me, so I'll just have a quick look. They're 2mm, and there's 30 a pack for £1. I'm sure I'm paying double that elsewhere. So I guess MDF bases are MDF bases. So £2 for, I've got 2 packs I think, so £2 for 60, not bad. And the 40mm squares, which I shall be using for my Ancients and Crusaders and stuff. So just a top up of those. And again, they were £1 for a pack, and the 40mm square, 14 in a pack. So I think I've got 4 packs. So onto the subject in hand, which was one of their ruins, just as a kind of a taster really. So I bought 2. So well, that one doesn't appear to have instructions, but no matter, because there's instructions in the other one. So I've got a ruined farm building. So So here we have 28mm ruined farm building stroke house with some information on how to do it and some little instructions. So the basic layout, the external walls, window sills, so I guess you don't need any more instruction than that. So we've got some windows and ledges, and an archway for a door. We've got some bits of rubble and some roof rafters. We have the base, and we've got the walls. And then we have some other bits and pieces, some other walls. So that's probably not going to take very much time to put together, and I'll do that and be back with the constructed article. So here's the finished products, the Timeline Miniatures ruined farm building stroke house. I don't think I mentioned in the original part that they were £6.50, and I bought two. These are them finished up. So they glued together quite well. Just one tiny criticism. I think the where they're laser cut and you leave a little sort of nick in them so that the piece doesn't fall out of the template. I thought they might have been just a fraction bigger than some of the ones that I'm used to, particularly the Sarissa, as some of the bits didn't sort of pop out quite as freely as some other manufacturers do. But so I ended up just nicking them with a scalpel before pressing them out. But they went together quite well. No real issues putting them together with PVA glue. And then I've covered the whole building in PVA and put some fine sand on the outside to give it that sort of texture. Painted up and then used various sort of stains and washes to make them look weathered. One technique that I haven't tried before is adding wallpaper. If you can see there, some patterned wallpaper in a couple of the rooms. So for instance, just sort of dotted about. There's some more different ones in here, just to give a bit more of an authentic look to it. So I was quite pleased how that worked out. And then just the usual basing techniques of sand to three shades of paint, so the dark brown, the wash, the light brown, and then the white, and then added some of the tufts and lichens. The wallpaper, I just googled 1940s wallpaper and then loaded them into Photoshop, sort of duplicated them to make a large area, miniaturized them, and then printed them out. So I've now got about 6 or 7 sheets of wallpaper that I can use in various buildings. Quite easily done on a inkjet printer. So that's the two buildings from Tar9 Miniatures, ready to go onto the War Games table. Very pleased with those, and I will probably have a look at a couple of their bigger buildings next time. Thanks for watching.